So it all happened right after the first lockdown was imposed last year. Theaters were shut down, public assembly was banned. And I mean, there was so much distrust and fear. We had not seen such a time before. So, and we were also ill prepared, and the manner in which the first lockdown was imposed, I think, shocked everyone. And it was extremely traumatic. People were calling it, you know, sort of a wartime experience. There were all sorts of other traumas of the past, especially living in South Asia, that were, you know, coming back, and also the fear of this unknown disease. So I knew that as an artist I had to respond to this, and I wanted to. So it took me a few months to begin truly noticing what was happening around us. And one of the things that I noticed was that the pandemic became a cover for authoritarian regimes to pick up, you know, dissenters, artists, poets, writers, journalists, young students, and, you know, sort of make them pay for their writing, make them pay for this sort of for the kind of charged for speaking truth to power, you know, let's just put it like that. And not just in India, but I started reading about how this was happening in China, in Pakistan, in Hong Kong, and I think I started to wonder, why is art so dangerous? You know, why is writing so dangerous? What is it in our writing or in what we make that threatens those in power so much? You know, our work doesn't get the kind of circulation that a Bollywood film does. So what, a few thousand people watch it, and, you know, then it goes into the archives or someone writes about it, and that's it, really. So, I mean, there is no, it doesn't go viral. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't do all the things that would challenge power in a very literal way. So why is it that not just in today's times, but even historically, poets have been put in jail, or poets have lived in exile, or writers have had to leave their home countries to go live elsewhere because their books were banned, their writing was torn, their body of work was burned. So all these questions, you know, I was thinking about all these questions, and I thought that this is how I want to respond. I want to make a work that that looks at this phenomenon, that looks at the phenomenon of writing. What does writing mean in these times? What does it do? How do people relate to it? How do people remember it? And simply a very innocent question: can a poet change the world? You know, I think it's too naive a question to ask. We know a poet can't change the world. We know that we as artists can't change the world. But on the other hand, it's also a question of insistence, of asking it again and again and again, you know, knowing that this won't happen.